Before he became one of Hollywood's biggest movie stars, before the blockbuster films and award nominations, Mark Wahlberg was known around the world by a completely different name, and that name was Marky Mark. In the early 90s, he was the frontman of Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch, a rap group that scored one of the biggest hits of the decade. But the road from controversial Boston teenager to rap star to Hollywood icon, anything but simple. This is the story of Marky Mark. Mark Wahlberg was born in Boston, Massachusetts in 1971. He grew up in the working class neighborhood of Dorchester, an area known for its rough streets and strong Irish American community. Mark was the youngest of 9 children. One of his older brothers, Donnie Wahlberg, would later become famous as a member of the boy band New Kids on the Block. But while Donnie was becoming a pop star, Mark was struggling. As a teenager, he became involved in street crime and drug use and eventually spent time in jail after a violent assault case. After his release, Mark began trying to change his life. Music would become his escape. With the help of his brother Donnie, Mark entered the music industry. He formed a rap group called Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch. The group included Hector Barros, Scott G, and DJ T. Their music blended hip-hop with dance-pop production that was very popular in the early 90s. In 1991, they released their debut album, Music for the People. The album contained a song that would change everything. The group released the single, Good Vibrations, and the track exploded. It became a #1 hit on the Billboard charts and sold millions of copies worldwide. The song's mix of upbeat dance production and rap vocals made it perfect for radio and clubs. Suddenly, Marky Mark was everywhere. He was appearing on television, performing around the world, and becoming a pop culture figure. But his fame wasn't just about music. Mark Wahlberg's image became just as famous as his music. He gained huge attention after modeling for Calvin Klein in a controversial underwear campaign. The ads featured Marky Mark posing with supermodel Kate Moss. The campaign made him one of the most recognizable faces of the early 90s, but his music career was beginning to slow down. His second album didn't achieve the same success as his debut, so Mark started looking for a new direction. Instead of trying to revive his rap career, Mark decided to reinvent himself as an actor. At first, many people didn't take him seriously, but in 1997 he delivered a strong performance in the film Boogie Nights. The movie proved that Mark Wahlberg was more than just a former rapper. Over the next 2 decades, he would appear in major films including The Departed, The Fighter, Ted, Transformers. He eventually became one of the highest paid actors in Hollywood. Today, many people forget or don't even know that Mark Wahlberg started as a rapper. But the Marky Mark era remains a fascinating chapter in pop culture history. He went from a troubled youth to a pop rap star to international movie icon. Very few artists have successfully reinvented themselves in such a dramatic way. And whether people remember him as Marky Mark or just as Mark Wahlberg, his journey remains one of the most unusual success stories in entertainment. This is Mike Nyce with Nyce-Entertainment. You know we always got it locked. You know we always got the drop.